Hello twin flames and welcome to this reading. So I wanted to do a little reading today about age gap connections because I know so many of you are in age gap connections, and this is really going to resonate with you if you are the older one in the connection. If you were the older one physically or spiritually, that means that your masculine could be a lot younger than you in physical years, or even if they are older than you in physical years, they may seem to be less spiritually mature than you. You know, they may not be aware, they may not be awake of things in a certain way, or they may be very immature in the way they act. But ultimately, if you're the older one, this message will resonate with you, and that's what they're guiding me to do it about. So you may not know, or you may know, you know, especially if you're new to the channel, and if you are, welcome to the family. I am a twin flame as a divine feminine in union. I've been in union for 3 years with my divine masculine George, who has his own channel too, Blue Eyes Tarot, and he's just turned 27. It was his birthday last week, and I will be turning 46 in July. So, you know, I'm 45 now. So there's actually a 19-year age gap between us. 19 years, which can seem like a long time. I mean, it is a lifetime. You know, there's people who are 19, you know, and that's a big, long life. You know, obviously they're still maturing at that age, but that's a life too. So obviously I had quite a busy life and a full life before George was even born. You know, in 95 he was born. So, you know, I was born in 76. So obviously between 1976 and 1995, I lived a life and I went through things, and he wasn't even born. So it can be hard to get your head around age gaps because you think, well, why do these things happen? And the universe always throws in some kind of curveball, because if it didn't do that, we wouldn't grow and learn. So you've signed up for this lifetime, and you've signed up for all the lessons that come with this lifetime. And if an age gap is one of them, there's always a reason why. So we have to remember that we are growing and evolving. Now, you and your twin flame, regardless of what physical ages you are the same soul age. That means you came into being at the same time as souls, okay, in the infinite universe. And we're not going to go into that because that'll just complicate everything. But you are the same soul age. That's why you get on so well. That's why you have so much in common, regardless of the fact that you have an age gap. That's why there's so much sexual chemistry between you, and so much power, and so much light. Even if they haven't admitted that to you, or they're hiding that part of themselves away from you, they feel what you feel, and you feel what they feel, because you are one. And, you know, you come into this lifetime at different ages to grow and learn, to evolve, to understand, and also to help each other. The masculine, if the masculine is younger, teaches the feminine who is older to be more at peace, to be more playful, to be more kind of understanding of who she is, and her power, and a light and a radiance as a natural beauty. Whether you're a man or a woman is irrelevant. This is about natural light and natural beauty, or natural handsomeness. And the divine feminine, being the older one, teaches the masculine to be more confident, to be more strong, to take the lead in his life, and to take charge of who he is. And that's why there's an age gap. That's what you teach each other. So when you come together, it's very powerful. So the curveball comes in, and I used to think, oh, you know, I'll be the younger one. But it didn't happen that way. I was the older one. Now, I was prepared with a catalyst for this. Because remember, in my journey, it's a little bit different, because I've come into union to help you guys and to help twin flames come into union. That's part of my mission in this lifetime. So I experienced many, many things through catalyst connections. And, you know, if you want to know more about my journey, it is available for members. Okay, there's personal information in there. That's why it's for members only. Okay, so it is available there if you want to watch that. There's two. I've done a 2-part video and a recent video about it. So I went through connections that taught me things about my life. And in my own journey, and I know so many of you who are in age gap connections deal with this, you may go through issues connected with jealousy. And jealousy is always about self-worth. So we may be jealous about other people our twin is spending time with, especially if they are younger, because we think, oh, why would he want me? I'm older, I'm getting older, I'm aging. Why would he or she want me? Surely they'd be more suited or more attracted to someone around their own age, and that's never true. George told me he always knew he would end up with someone older. He was never really, even though he had relationships and he also went through catalyst connections, he was never really, gelling with people his own age because he didn't feel it was right. He never felt it was quite right. And he's attracted to an older woman who knows who she is and what she wants. So that's a very attractive quality to the masculine. So when your masculine is looking at you, he's not seeing you as an old woman, okay, or an old man. They're looking at you thinking, wow, look at the beauty of you. Look at who you are, that you're this divine light, you're radiant, and you've lived your life. You know who you are and what you want. And that's very attractive to the younger masculine because he sees you as this powerhouse. Now, what he deals with is his own insecurity about actually being good enough for you. And he learns that through you, that, he is enough for you. So when he's going through his fears around the age gap, and he may say things to you like, oh, it just doesn't feel right, or it's not right, or I could never do that because of what people think, or whatever he said. Maybe he hasn't said anything like that at all. I've been through that. But if he said anything to you, or he seems to be staying away from you, it's not because of the age gap. There's a card in my Divine Masculine Silence deck. It says, the age gap scares me, but it doesn't turn me away. Now, why does the age gap scare him? It's not because of the age gap itself. It's because you've lived your life in full, okay? And he's looking at you thinking, why do you want me? What can I possibly give to you? How can I possibly enhance your life and, make your life better when you seem to already have everything that you want and need? You've already got things going on. You're amazing. He sees you as incredible inside and out, and that's the truth. Regardless of what your hair's like, if you're going grey, regardless of where you are in the world or anything else, how old you are, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it doesn't matter. He sees you as an incredible being inside and out, and he's so attracted to you. He's never been as attracted to anyone as you, that he is with you. He feels all that passion and that desire and that fire. He wants you. Even if he says he doesn't, okay, he's hiding it. He's denying it because he's in fear. Because he's in fear he's not going to perform right. Or he may be thinking about that you've had many other lovers or you've had experience. Or it's his own insecurity about his own age, his own self that he has to overcome and be powerful. So when he seems to be turning away from you because of an age gap, he isn't. He's turning away from you because he has to face his own insecurity and fear around being enough for you. Now, you may be dealing with insecurity, Divine Feminine, around if he's going to want you because you're getting older, and I don't really think about it. Okay, I have in the past with a catalyst, but with George, I don't really think about it because we're in union. But, at times it'll cross my mind, wow, I'm approaching 50 and George will be approaching 30. Big difference there. A lot different than, say, if I was 20, 30 or 40, different ages. And, if it's crossed my mind, I thought, well, why am I even thinking about that? It's illusion. Age is illusion. When me and George are together, we are one. And that's how it is. Regardless of what people think or say. So when we're getting older, it's easy to think, oh, why would he want me? Surely he'd be more attracted to someone younger because they may have a better body. They may, have all these things happening for them. But the masculines aren't interested because you're the one. And that's what we have to realise. You, Divine Feminine, are the one. You are perfect for them in every single way. And you've been incarnated at the right time in every single way. So God knows. You know, you've been created in your body at the age you are for a reason, and that reason has power. So don't doubt that. Don't think you'd be better off with someone else. I mean, I've said to George, because I'm going through perimenopause right now, and I know so many of you will resonate with menopause issues and what you go through. And, you know, I've said, surely, do you want to be with somebody, you know, who isn't going through all this? And I've never really meant it, you know, but I've offered it. And he said, of course not, you're the one. You're the one for me. So those things don't matter either. So if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm approaching menopause, or what will he feel about this, or when I'm having hot flashes and sweats and, you know, I may lose my sex drive or whatever's going on, he will love you anyway, because you are one and you are connected in so many ways, passionately, intellectually, physically, spiritually, romantically, everything. You are best friends united in love, and that will see you through everything. That's the glue that holds it together. So if you're having an off day, it's okay. He will have off days too. If you're having a good day, that's okay. He'll have a good day too. You'll just gel, and you will gel. So let go of any fear, and don't worry about the way you physically are. You know, whatever is going on with you, he will love you. Whether you're losing your hair, you're going grey, you know, you've got false teeth. I've got a false tooth here, okay? And the universe prepares. It's really interesting because, you know, when I'm not on camera or when I'm not out and about, I take my tooth out. I don't like eating with it in. It feels very unnatural to me. You know, I'm not kind of one of those people that can keep it in all the time. I just, as soon as I'm off camera in the house, straight out, okay? Maybe one day I'll do a video with it out so you can see it's right there. And you know, at first I thought, what would George think about me having a false tooth? And it's really interesting because he told me that before we were together, one of his friends had no teeth at the front. So it was like the universe was preparing him for that. And it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even bother him. I don't even think about it. It's natural for me to have that false tooth out. So it doesn't matter if you have a full set of beautiful teeth or you have none at all, your masculine will love you. And it's the same with everything about you, the weight that you are, the way you look, the things you do. You were designed perfectly for your twin. So the point I'm making is, don't let fear get in the way, and don't take it personally what other people think. And you won't even be bothered. When you're in union with your twin, you won't even be bothered about what people think, or it doesn't even come in my mind when I'm out and about with George. So who cares? And if people think something, that's their own problem. That's their perception of our relationship, and that's fine. You know, when I see people in like age gap connections, it makes my heart sing and I smile because I think, oh, I bet the twin flames. You know, if I see them on YouTube or see someone walking in the street together hand in hand, because it's power. And we go through things on this journey to show the world that those things are surface level. It's like, for example, you know, if you are in a connection where, you know, you were same sex and people judge that, and that's their own issue that they have to deal with. That's their own fears and their own issues and their own struggles. So you're a leader because you're out in the open being yourself. You know, it's the same if you got different colour skin and you're in, you know, a mixed connection. And people who don't get that or understand that have to deal with that. That's not your issue. That's their issue. You are a leader. You and your masculine are leaders. So whatever the differences is, and usually there's some form of difference. Could be a religious difference. It could be anything. Could be you're from different places, and that may affect things where you are. You know, it's always your unique connection to bring something to the world. So your connection will show the world that you are example of the light, that you are leaders, that these things don't matter, that things on surface don't matter. It's not the surface that matters, it's what's going on within. And that's how it is with me and George. So we release fear. So release any fear. The reason I want to do this video is to tell you that as a twin in union for 3 years with a younger guy, with a younger divine masculine, age is not even an issue in our connection. It doesn't even come into it. You know, we deal with other things, like going through physical ascension symptoms, and we went through a move and my mum passed, and obviously you go through different things, but you were strong together. And someone asked me about union, what's it like? It's beautiful, it's magical, but it isn't the be-all and end-all of things. It is a relationship. Remember that. Don't put it on a pedestal. It's a beautiful thing, but it's a relationship. And you get to know each other. And every day is a gift. You know, we have a beautiful connection. We rarely fall out. And if we do, it's for like 5 minutes and then we both just laugh about it and laugh at each other. We're constantly having fun, but we also give each other space. You know, we understand there is a twin flame. We need space because we do. You know, so it's good to spend time together, but you also have to give each other space. So yes, we live together, but we also have nights where I'll do my thing and George does his thing. And, you know, it matters more. And then when we're spending time together, we appreciate it more. You know, if he wants to go and see his family, you know, I don't kick off about it. I just let him go because I know he's going to come back. And in the past, I would have been very kind of pushy and sending messages and bombarding him and seeing what he's doing. But because I have that total faith and trust in the connection now that I never had before union, I don't even really need to message him. So sometimes he goes away and we just send 3 or 4 messages the entire time because we both know that we love each other and we have a telepathic bond that's stronger than anything else. And that's what you learn in union. So even though this is an age gap video, it's a little bit about union too. And how you'll gel and things will just make sense and fall into place. And when we relax and breathe and we know who we are, we find our way. So the age gap is to teach both of you self-worth. Because the masculine realises he can be anything he wants to be, and you inspire him to be that divine feminine because of your experience and who you are. And he teaches you to be more playful and to let go of fears around your own self. So you learn to love yourself more, appreciate yourself more, and respect yourself more by realising that you are natural beauty, that you are powerful and strong, and that you are who you are. And he loves that about you. So let go of any fears. He wants you, he desires you, and the universe is already preparing the way. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.